What's up everybody, Unstable Insanity, and today I'm doing a special Let's Play for someone who requested it. I'll be playing Godzilla today, as you can see. This episode is gonna be just me doing a quick run through the King of Kaiju. Unfortunately the audio didn't come through perfectly on my headset whenever I was recording this, so this is a post commentary. So what I'm doing right now is I'm selecting my character to go through it's essentially kind of like a ladder, and I didn't want to choose Godzilla because it was a little too cliche, so I chose Gigan instead, or Gigan. I'm pretty sure it's Gigan, but right now it's stage 1, and I'm going to be fighting the larval version of Batra. Now, always at stage 1, the opponent's always easy, so, you know, there's that. Unfortunately, though, it does get a little bit more complicated as the stages go on, and depending on what character you choose, will also greatly determine on how well you get through the gauntlet itself. So there's that. And so yeah, I'm going to let you watch this so far, and probably cut in whenever I'm going to speak again. Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention. While I was playing this, I was talking a lot, but, you know, like I said, I can't really hear what I'm saying, which is a little upsetting, but pretty much, I like Giga because of his chainsaw hands and everything like that, but I couldn't really distinguish what exactly he was, so I ended up calling him like a weird lizard bird praying mantis thing with chainsaw hands. And so Mothra was a little bit of a bitch in her larval state. I'm pretty sure Mothra is a girl. But, yeah. But yeah, whenever you fight Mothra at, like, whenever she's like 100 meters, oh my god, she tears into you. She tears into you even if she's at 50 meters. It's a pain in the ass. So, but yeah, no, this Let's Play was requested by a friend of mine. Like me, she is also a huge fan of Godzilla, so that's cool. But skipping forward a little bit of I wouldn't necessarily call it a spoiler, but after this run that I'm doing right now with Gigan, I end up going back and doing it again with Biollante. So that was Biollante's broken. It's broken beyond comprehension. You can hit them from literally far away. and it's hilarious. I'll probably implement that in, make it a little bit longer, though I won't. I don't. I'm a little confused on whether or not I want to actually continue talking through that or not. I might do a little mixture of both, because I mean it's really not the same as over like post commentary, because you don't really get all the conversation that I was having while I was physically playing in the first place, and it kind of makes me a little upset because I was actually, you know, adding decent commentary to the game while I was playing, and for the life of me I don't even remember what I was talking about in the middle of these fights to begin with. I know a couple of them were me talking about Gigan being some weird bird, lizard, prey mantis lizard thing. Said lizard twice. And how a few of my friends that I wanted to actually get the game were a little disappointed in it because it didn't look aesthetically pleasing. But to me, I like the graphics of the game because it actually looks pretty decent compared to most. And I mean, they look cheesy, yeah, sure, but they went with how they originally look in the movies, and I think that's actually kind of commendable and cool. And for the life of me, I was trying to remember what other video game I played that was like that, and I just now remembered what it was. It was Transformers Devastation. They brought back the original looking, the G1 versions of the Transformers, and they made it like comic book style, so it looked kind of like the show, which in the movie, which I thought was kind of cool because I grew up on Transformers and excuse me, and not so much Godzilla because I couldn't really find any of the movies in the video stores whenever they were still around, and it was I couldn't find them either because I just didn't see them, or they weren't there, or my parents just wouldn't rent them because I don't know if they were into Godzilla or not. I'd have to ask, but you know, I didn't really grow up on Godzilla. I mean, I liked it. I liked the fact of giant monsters fighting each other. And at the same time, you know, it's kind of cool that they made a game about it. Because I remember whenever I was little, I had a Nintendo 64, and I would play Rampage. Rampage was amazing. I loved it. I would always play as Liz, because it was a dinosaur. But at the time, I didn't know Liz was a woman. Because I thought Liz was a dude, but I was wrong. And you had George and Ralph. But apparently, upon growing up, there was more than just those three on the Nintendo 64 version. But I don't remember there ever being three. I only remember Ralph, George, and Liz. And apparently there were like, I don't know, like six other monsters that you could choose from. But I don't know if that's right or not. Because whenever I went to look it up and see all the different characters, I could never find just, you know, those three. There were more with them. But I'm getting off track with that, you know. So right now I was fighting Mechagodzilla 2, as you could probably already see from the name tag, and he was pushing my shit in. But Gigan has like that chainsaw blade things that he shoots out of his chest or whatever it is, and those things actually wreck if you can hit him dead on with it, which is kind of cool. I was actually really surprised because I never played as Gigan before, so that was pretty much new to what he did, and I thought it was actually kind of neat on how his moveset was, because each kaiju has a different moveset, obviously. But it's not just the different kaiju that have them, it's also, there are different Godzillas that have different moves as too. Like, oh, and there's King Ghidorah, and you can also get Mecha King Ghidorah too. Or Ghidorah, sorry. Mecha King Ghidorah. He's a bitch. I don't like him. I like playing as him, but I don't like fighting him. But like there's the normal Godzilla that you play as through the quote-unquote story mode. Then you have the, I think, two other versions of Godzilla through the different arcs. And then you have Burn Godzilla, Godzilla 1964, the 2014 Godzilla. I don't remember if they have the movie Godzilla that's coming out here in 2000, that came out in 2016 or 17, but I know that they have the one that came out two or 3 years ago. And to be honest, you know, for a game that came out 2 or 3 years ago, I'm actually, you know, I like it. I mean, it's for the PS4, so the graphics aren't bad. And I don't think it came out for the PS3, so, you know, they didn't just up it. And, I mean, yeah, you can see right there that King Ghidorah was actually starting to deplete my health a bit, but you can go back and regenerate it. Damn, I kind of forgot what else I wanted to talk about. See, this is the problem with having post commentary. If you don't have anybody with you to talk about anything, you know, or to also comment on your gameplay, it's a little difficult to acquire topics to talk about. I mean, I know, and yeah, I already told you in the next fight, I fight as Biollante, and oh my god, dude. They put so much detail into each and every one of the kaiju, especially Biollante, because if you actually look at him to detail, it looks incredible. I could not even tell the difference from him and some of the foliage that actually exists, because to me personally, Biollante looks like a mixture between a crocodile, Bulbasaur, and a giant plant, like moss. Oh, excuse me, like moss on a rock. Anyway, that is the end of the first video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and like the video and comment if you want to see videos similar to this one. Subscribe if you want, doesn't matter to me. But hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see all you guys in the next video. Bye!